Hello everyone, welcome to day 8 of Tip and Tone, my 10-day series to give you 10-minute workouts for 10 days, maybe during a busy time of year or life. We're in holiday mode here, so I figured I would put this together to give you something that you can do in a quick amount of time to stay on target with your health and wellness goals, make you feel good about yourself, feel good about feeling healthy and moving healthier through your routine, and just get in and get done. Or you can use these in a succession. You can maybe put them together with other 10-minute workouts, or maybe put it on the end of a run or before a run or walk outside. So I hope you guys are liking these. I can't believe we're at day 8. Along with that workout is going to be a tip of the day. So my tip of the day is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So what is that? So if you work out, say, an hour, a half hour, 15 minutes a day, that's a very small percentage of your day. The other maybe 7 to 8 hours you're sleeping. So this leaves about 60 to 65% of your day where you're doing other things. Maybe it's working, maybe it's caring for children, maybe it is sitting in a car and driving to and from work, maybe it's sitting at a desk, maybe you work from home. So you want to look at that time and make sure that it is fairly active and build in things that you can do during your day, whether it is a quick walk, tidying up around your home, maybe just getting some fresh air, just standing and working out your muscles, maybe stretching. So you want to make sure that you're not sitting too many hours in a day. So that sitting, they say like sitting is the new smoking. It really can be detrimental to your health. So even though you're doing your workout, and that's great, you might be right on task with your nutrition and your sleep and your stress management. But if you want to really look at the whole rest of the day, maybe you're in a plateau, you're like, wow, things aren't really feeling good. See if you can work in a little extra activity through your day. Again, doesn't have to be a lot. It can be maybe every hour or two, getting some fresh air, walking your dog, going to the grocery store. These little things really do add up. And I will say, like, even taking the stairs instead of the elevator, parking your car a little further away from your destination, they all really do add up into this neat, okay? So that's my tip of the day. Today's workout is a total body strength workout. So this is gonna be great for building and maintaining muscle. It helps stoke your metabolism because that muscle drives your metabolism. So as we age, we do lose muscle mass. So it's important to look at adding strength, adding cardio, flexibility, and just mind-body stress reduction through the week. So today is total body strength. I'm gonna grab my dumbbells. I have a set of 10s, but I also have extras. You can also do this with no weights, especially if you're just starting out and you just wanna get the moves down. They are gonna be compound moves, most of them, to really get that heart rate up too, in a very time efficient way. So let's get started. Quick warm up. If you need more of a warm up, you can always do that. Abs in tight, take a nice big deep breath up. Exhale, roll those shoulders back. Let's do that again. Inhale, roll those shoulders. We really want to get everything warm head to toe. Breathe. Hope everybody's doing great today. One more. Inhale, exhale, roll those shoulders back. Let's keep these shoulder rolls, warming up the chest, shoulders back, opening up the chest. It just feels good. Good. And then go the other way, just rounding it, letting the shoulders pick up the arms. Again, just getting nice and warm. Take those feet out a little wider, and we're gonna cat and cow. So we're gonna round and open. So round the back, articulating that spine, a great way to warm up not only the core, but just getting that spine mobile, that spine moving. So flexing it and extending it, keeping that connection to your core. Right here, keep that core pulled in. And last one, good. Shake everything out. All right, take those feet a little further apart, and we're just gonna bend and straighten each side. So we're gonna bend and straighten. Just nice and easy. Keep it a fairly quick pace. Good, and you can bring that shoulder down. One of my favorite things to do, feels good on the waist. Your gaze is forward. So you wanna make sure that you're not looking up like that. That can strain the neck. So, you know, you can look, of course, at the TV or whatever device I'm on, but you wanna make sure you're reaching through the crown of the head. Good. and then take a nice big deep breath up and exhale. Good. We're just gonna raise that heart rate a little bit by knee lifts. So we're just gonna alternate lifting that knee up. So from the side, I'm using my core to kind of lift that knee up, getting some nice length through the fingertips, and I'm also finding balance through the leg. It doesn't have to be too high, and if you need help for balance, you can hold on to something, maybe a chair, have it nearby you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to some squats, down and up. Down and up, good. Sitting the hips back, weight in the heels, and we're gonna add a toe touch. So we're gonna do 1 squat, and then 1 toe touch. You don't have to touch your toes. You might not. Go by how you feel in those hamstrings. Good, and you can have a slight bend in the knee as well. Getting that heart rate up a little bit. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circle those shoulders. Grab a quick sip of water. I always have my water with me just to keep hydrated during the workout. Okay, the first move is gonna be a clean and press. So if you are not ready to put that weight on the floor to pick it up, you can have a bench in front of you, and that works just fine, like a shoebox even. Doesn't have to be fancy. So we're gonna take our weight and we're gonna put it right between our feet. So you're gonna look at me, chest up, you're gonna reach down, grab it, clean it, press it, put it down, stay down there, grab it with the other arm. A great way, keep going, to work the core. So notice it's like you're zipping up your coat. This is one of my favorite exercises. The palm faces out and then it faces in. So we're gonna do this for about 45 seconds. Again, you can have that weight on a bench, okay? Like even a step, anything you have in front of you. Good, get used to that movement. Use your breath, that heart rate's gonna go up here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can put that right down. Little break. The next one is going to be a squat press. So I'm going to do it with 1 weight, and then we'll repeat both of those. So you're going to have the weight here, push it up. Keep those elbows in narrow, and you're going to squat right into it, push it up. I'm going to take 1 heavy weight. You can also do 2 light weights at the chest. I'm going to show you with 1. Here we go. 45 seconds. So notice I am keeping my pelvis tucked under a little bit and my gaze is neutral. You're gonna feel so strong after today. Your heart rate goes up a little bit. In all these workouts, even if they're technically strength, you are gonna be working your heart. Good. I use that exhale as I push up, working the shoulders, the chest, really everything here, the core, the legs. Good. Make sure you don't go behind you with that weight. Last one. Good, and bring it in. We're gonna go back to that clean and press, and it's gonna only be 30 seconds on this round, but you're gonna have an opportunity to add a little squat jack with it. If you don't like that, you can tap it in, or just go back to the first way we were doing it. So you're gonna grab that weight in your hand. So it looks like this. You're gonna go down, clean it, press it, jump in and out. Go down. Remember, you're landing softly. If that's not for you, you're gonna tap it, okay? Clean it, press it, tap it, and then pick it up with the other hand. Ready? 30 seconds. Chest is up as you reach. That little squat jump, it has a nice soft landing. Again, if that's not for you, I'll show you that low impact. You're just gonna tap and then pick it up with the other hand. You got about 5 seconds left. Good. And last one. Good. Good. All right, we're gonna go back to that squat press. So this one, I'm gonna use 2 weights, but if you like to use that 1 weight, but I'm only gonna go up 1 arm at a time. All right, so we're gonna rack the weights. They're right here. It's a little harder. 30 seconds. You can hear I'm a little winded already. All right, so I'll show you from the front. 30 seconds. Make sure you're not here or here. The weights are right here, or just use one weight. Here we go. Using that breath. I'm keeping my gaze neutral. Feeling those legs. Working my biceps here because they're holding that weight. And then I'm working my shoulders, definitely the core, the whole core, even that low back. Come on, squeeze. Feel those biceps, feel your shoulders. And one more. Good job, put them down. Moving on. All right, next one. Standing chest fly. The reason I'm doing this one is because so many people don't like push-ups or can't do push-ups. So we're gonna have our weights here. We're going up on a diagonal, working the chest. You're also gonna feel that bicep. So these will not repeat. So that's a good thing. So you have one chance here, 45 seconds, weight in the heels, slight tuck of the pelvis, knees bent. Here we go. Now I have 10-pound weights, so I'm gonna go slow. So I'm going as slow on the way down as the way up. I'll show you from the side. Kind of going on a diagonal. Really tuck that pelvis under. Now, if you're feeling like, ooh, this isn't working for me, you can go and do this with one weight. Okay, one weight, up, two, down, two, okay? And that is fine too. Keep that slight bend in the elbow. Really feeling the chest, feeling the core big time. Keep that wrist solid. Come on, we got this. About 10 more seconds. Good, just come over to that opposite shoulder. Last one, you got it. And put them down, good. It's a great alternative to a push-up because it works the chest. Next one is gonna be a dead row fly row. So you're gonna do a deadlift. So you're gonna have the palms facing each other. Come down to your deadlift, kind of like that toe touch we did. Row, fly, row, push into those heels, stand up. So the palms face each other the whole time. And you're leading with the back. So you wanna really get that elbow back. You don't wanna lift to the side and feel tension in your neck. All right, let's go, 45 seconds. Dead row, fly, row. Okay, here we go. Weight in the heels. So we come down, row, fly, row, stand. Row, fly. You can go at a different pace, that's fine. You want to be careful not to lean back. And it's really nice and slow. I'm going to turn my palms in as I come up, and then I'm going to turn them towards each other. It's just a better feel for me when I come up. I feel like I'm less inclined to arch my back. And then really using the back for all these movements. So instead of your hands pulling, you really want to think about your back. And stand. Good. Let's do two more. Can we get one more in? Good. Row, elbows are going back, fly, row, and push into those heels. Excellent job. All right, we're gonna be going down to a kneeling position. Now, if you don't wanna do this in a kneeling position, you can stay here with one weight and do your overhead press here. But this going down to your knees really takes the legs out of it and makes it a little challenging for the core. But again, you're fine either way. Now, you can push two weights into each other. You're gonna hide the dumbbell and show it. What I don't want you to do is bring those shoulders up, and I don't want you to have the elbows out. I'm gonna use one weight, and I'm gonna hold on to the ends and keep the energy of my elbows in. So I'm gonna go down for two and up for two. So we have 45 seconds. I'm gonna show you from the side. So you wanna make sure you're not leaning back. And again, if being on your knees is not for you, you can do this standing. You just wanna make sure that your knees are slightly bent and you have a little tuck of the pelvis. So I'm really not doing anything. My hips are stacked right over the floor, over my knees, And I want you to feel as though my hands are right above the elbows, gently pulling in, not hard, but you want to feel that gentle pull in. You want to feel the back of the arm here. Now we can play with it a little bit. We can do halfway and then all the way up. That's a little harder. So you go down halfway. So if you're repeating this or you just want to try a little harder move, let's do one more. And come on down. Good. Perfect. Okay, next one is going to be a pullover to a sit-up, which is going to work the core as well. The pullover works the lats in the back, so it's another opportunity for you to work the back. This is also going to work the abs and the obliques. Your heels are going to be down. You have a slight bend in the knee. The nice thing about the pullover, it kind of helps you to come up from a seated position. Your head must be down for the pullover. You can do this with 2 weights, but I'm going to do 1. All right. So we're going to pull over. Now this is just the pullover portion of this, okay? So you have a slight bend. You're not doing this, okay? Go down. You're going to come up, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, and twist, okay? You're going to go down, head down, come up, and twist. So we're going to keep going with this. Again, if the sit-up is not for you, just stick with the pullover. Because even if you're doing pullover, you're still feeling your core, just bringing that weight back and forth. So remember, if you want to be here, just imprint that spine. Okay, keep your head down and you're still feeling that core. Keep going. Good. A lot of times we do this one on a bench, but you want to make sure that you don't go too far back. And give it a nice little twist there. Really control it. Tilt the head, neck, and shoulders so you come up. You take your gaze to your knees. So it's a gentler way. It's kind of like the Pilates way to tuck the chin, come up, and time. Good. Perfect. Next one is going to be a chest press with a bridge. So let's try this one. You're going to have 2 weights. This is also a great alternative to a push-up. Notice there's no push-ups in this workout. You can have your feet in line with your hips and your weights up. The chest press looks like this. So if you want to just master the chest press, you come down and then push up using the pecs. Otherwise, you're going to add a bridge, everything up, everything down, everything up, everything down. So what you have to be careful on this one is that you don't bring the shoulders up to your ears, which can create tension in the neck and shoulders. So just keep those elbows wide. And again, you don't have to add that bridge. Also, you can hold the bridge. Make sure your shoulder blades are down. That's why they call it a shoulder bridge. Good. Breathe. So everything down, everything up. Squeeze through the back of the legs. Get the hips up. Let's do one more. Bring it down. Bring those weights safely in and roll those weights to your side. All right, we have one more thing to do. We're going to hold an elbow plank, which not only will work the core, but it's also going to work the shoulders and the chest as well. So I'll give you a couple options. This is your last exercise, and it's great because once we get a plank mastered, you can add other things to it. So it's very, very good to hold a plank no matter where you are in your fitness journey. So we're going to have our hands out. This would be a modified elbow plank. Also very hard. You can do that with your toes down, but what you don't want to do is have your hips up here. You really want to use the core. Now I am really feeling my core here. Even in this position, I'm tucking the pelvis, hands are apart. Notice I'm not looking down, I'm not looking up. I'm just kind of keeping my nose parallel to the floor. Now, if you want to make it harder, push into your big toe and straighten the legs. Now, you want to make sure you're not here, okay? So you want to push into the front of the foot, and that'll keep your hips stacked. Draw your shoulders away from your ears so you don't want to crowd. Again, if it's not for you, just come down, maybe breathe here, and then come back up. We're going to hold this for about 5 more seconds. If you're a little shaky, that's okay. I am too. Tilt that pelvis, really push into those toes. Big breath. and bring it down with control. Sit back into my favorite pose, child's pose. You did a great job today. Breathe. And then from here, we're just gonna take our hands back. If you don't like this variation, you can just have your hands out in front. I just like to really relax my upper back and kind of let the shoulders come down. Nice breaths here, in and out. Just feel that air move through the body. Take in all the benefits of your workout. And come on up. Let's go to cat-cow. Hands under your shoulders, knees positioned right under the hips. And we're just going to round up like a cat and extend the spine. Good. A couple more. If this isn't for you, you can also have your hands on dumbbells. You could also have your hands on yoga blocks or a book. You don't need anything fancy. Nothing fancy. Home-based workouts are just one of my favorite things to do because you really just don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about driving anywhere. And if you have just even some equipment at home and you don't really need anything, you can get so much done. One more. Come to neutral and have a seat. And we'll just stretch out that upper body. So sit in any comfortable seated position. Again, if you need more stretching time, please take it. Bringing that shoulder down, tilting your head away. Good, maybe roll that wrist out a little bit. Other side. Again, you can hold these stretches longer. You did a great job today. We're gonna interlace the fingers in front, drop the shoulders down away from your ears. You don't wanna be up here, and just sit back. Eyes to your center. Make sure that's...
I didn't get that. Could you...
Want to make sure that was still on. Inhale up. Good. Bring one hand down, one hand up and over. And other side. This feels so good on your spine. And then take a little twist. One hand behind you, right at the base of your spine, or you can just hold on. Make sure that you're not too far back with that hand. Other side. Little twist, breathing into those internal organs. Spine is up nice and straight. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to your heart. You did a great job. A couple of minutes of your day, and you just did so many things. You worked your strength, your muscles, your mobility, and even that heart rate went up. So remember my tip of the day. What are you doing the other 65% of your day that you may not be sleeping or working out? If you have any questions, let me know. I will see you tomorrow for day 9.